What are some of the things that Black African community business are doing wrong that we are not
Sure.
getting the PPP loans? Please talk to us.
All right. Thank you so much, Uncle Sam, for this opportunity. And we welcome our audience. Yeah, it is very frustrating. Yeah. And Uncle Sam, you're looking at the guidelines and the requirements for these loans. It's one of the easiest to get approved for. But unfortunately, the percentage of people getting denied both EIDL and PPP is very surprising. And the major problem is that we don't go through the process to set up the business right, to set it up right. So I'm going to break it down and go over some of the basic things that our people have not been doing right in that area, and they keep getting denial. And some of them also getting little money when they could get hundreds of thousands. All right. So we have these two loans. EIDL stands for Economic Injury Disaster Loan, and we have the PPP. Both are different, but every business is eligible or qualified to apply for both of them. You don't have to apply for one. You can apply for both of them. Now, the question is, how come that the majority of our people are getting denial letter? Or some are being approved for less than $10,000. All right, so this is the purpose of this presentation. Then we'll look into PPP as well. When it comes to EIDL, there are basically three areas that SBA has been focusing a lot. As number one is unsatisfactory credit rating, credit score, credit. SBA look at most of the time of all the denial letter that I have read, they all look at Experian credit score. Experian credit score. And Uncle Sam, of all the three major credit bureaus, or the three major credit scores, Experian is one of the easiest to get it higher. Experian is one of the easiest to get it higher. But our people, when you talk to them to even take the time to work on the credit before you submit the application, no, they want the loan right now. So they will rush to submit the application, then they get denial. For example, Experian has what we call Experian Boost. Experian Boost, you use your payment, your bill payment to boost your credit score. Then you submit the application. Yeah, so our people have not been doing great in that area because number one, credit. Number two is unverifiable information. Unverifiable information. Now, we would choose on our application as something LLC, limited liability company. Now, when you tell SBA that your business is LLC, there are minimum things, requirements that LLC must have. The third reason that also leads to the denial is the injury not substantiated. For example, SBA will not give a loan less than $1,000. It has to be more than $1,000. And this is where the mistake that our people make. When it comes to the EIDL, they ask for your gross income, and they also ask for your cost. All right, our people have the perception that if they report more expenses, then they will see that their business needs money. So most of the time, they report more expenses than the revenue. No lender will give money when the business is running loss. So when SBA do the calculation and they see that the difference is less than $1,000 that they could approve you, they deny the loan. Basically, they look at your 6 weeks working capital. If your 6 weeks working capital is less than $1,000, your loan is going to be denied. So these are the three areas that SBA look at in approving of EIDL loan. Now, the good thing is that once they deny the loan, Uncle Sam, they give you 6 months to appeal it. Yeah, and this is amazing. You won't get this opportunity anywhere. Number one, they will tell you the reason upon which the loan has been denied, and they give you this lengthy of time to come back and reapply. So what do you have to do? If it's credit, let's work on your credit and boost it up and reapply. But our people, if I won't get it in that, then forget it. We don't want to go through the process. Now, under the PPP, there are two ways in which your loan can be denied. Your loan can be denied by the bank, the lender, or through SBA. Now, SBA has what they call preferred lenders, basically the major banks. So your denial could come from your lender that you are using to submit application, or SBA directly. But in general, there are what we call the 5 hidden C's. So the 5 C's, number 1 is credit. Is credit. If the credit is below the minimum requirement, they will deny it right away. And this can be the lender, the bank that you are using, or the SBA directly. So number 2C that they look at is the cash flow. Cash flow. And this is where the lenders are very heavy on that. The cash flow, we are not necessarily talking about net profit. We are talking about coming and going of how you have been using your checking account. So number 3, the 3C that they also look at is the collateral. Is collateral. Does your business have a strong asset that in the event of hardship you'll be able to stand? So here they assess your collateral to make sure that you will be able to stand to pay off the loan. Now, number 4C is character. Character. So we have talked about credit, 1C, number 2C, cash flow, 3, collateral, and 4, character. So character, we are looking at felony. We are looking at criminal charges. So do you have any felony criminal charges on your account? Then also they look at if you have defaulted on federal loans. It's also a big issue in our among our people. The federal loans include federal student loan. Some of our people have neglected their student loans. Well, the good thing is that one of the 5 major changes that President Biden passed just this week includes a waiver of the defaulted federal loans. So the good thing is that from this time up to March 9th, if you have defaulted on federal loans, either SBA loans or federal student loan, you are now eligible. You can now submit the application. Then the last C that they look at, that they won't also say it, is the capacity. Capacity of the business that you are. Does you really have the strength to be able to pay the money back? Yeah, so they look at all these 5 C's to make a decision on the loan. But all that we encourage our people is that if you have gotten any of them denial based on any of the reasons, that is not the end. You can still apply. You can work on the problem that they are using to deny the loan. We can fix it and go back and reapply. And if you got little money on EIDL, you can also submit appeal or ask for an increase. So it's also an opportunity for us all. Is that clear, Uncle Sam? Please.
Okay. I believe that we have to have a section for business men and women and explain some of these things to them, and also see how they are running their business, and if they are doing it in certain ways that will not allow them their business to attract some of these government loans, then they should be in the known and fix those loopholes. People